all over the world getting on here. So welcome. And let me, I didn't record. Did you record? Did one of you record? Over the world. Celine was getting on here. So maybe Amy? I don't know. Okay, well, says we're recording, so hopefully it's recording to me. Was that you, Amy or Celine? Okay, good. I just want to make sure because I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to just go ahead and dive right into the information. And my goal here is when the time you get off of this webinar, you'll have a clear understanding. I'm going to simplify things for you today, by the way, but I want you to have a clear understanding how you can launch your own online business for time freedom, where you're not trading time for dollars. You're not having spending time in DMs or finding customers. You're going to learn an attraction marketing strategy today as well, but how you can start your own online business for time freedom and literally have the ability to attract customers to your online business and make 100% profit. That's my goal with you today, to get off of here and have a clear understanding of that. So let me just share my screen and we are going to dive right into the information. So we're going to talk about how to make money online in 2026, a simple steps. And this is perfect for beginners. If you are newer to making money, or maybe you've tried things before and haven't had success, you are going to absolutely love this. So who is this webinar for? Well, it's for busy families, for people that are ready to retire. Maybe you're a busy professional and you're just sick and tired of the corporate rat race. It's for anyone that wants to grow a business beyond their current income. So I just want to start with asking you a question. I'm going to open my chat here. And that question is, have you thought about making money online but felt overwhelmed by the different things people say that you should do? Has anybody felt like that? Let me know in the comments. Has anybody felt overwhelmed trying to make an income? See, that was me back in 2022, by the way. I was looking, I was searching, I was Googling. I would get caught down in the rabbit hole of looking at things to a point I almost convinced myself I couldn't do this. But I'm going to share with you, you're not alone. I see all the yep and all the yeses. You're not alone. See, most people feel overwhelmed because there's too many strategies, too many platforms, and too many people telling them different things. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be. What if there was a simpler way? Well, that's what you're going to learn about today. If you want to start making money online, you only need this, a simple online business blueprint, done for you automated system in 2 hours a day. That's all you need when you get started. You know, we have 24 hours in our day. All you need is the 2 hours, and you can do 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here. And I love that. And I'm going to be breaking it down for you. You're going to have a clear understanding of that. So real quick, I want to introduce myself. My name is Michelle O'Neill, and I'm actually the founder of the Digital Growth Community and the Legacy Builders Program. And my goal when I launched the program was to provide an e-learning education for everyday people that would build a business around their life, where they didn't have to go chase customers or where they didn't have to share their profits with anyone. And we are growing a community to over 59,000 people now. I just wanted freedom. I'm a mom of 6 and a grandma to 5. Actually, last week we were in Florida. I had taken 4 of my grandchildren on spring break in Florida. And that's what I've always dreamed of. So that's what you're looking for. You are in the right place. We are real people with real results. So I said at the beginning of this, I have a little bit of an announcement. And yesterday, Christina, inside our community, she officially achieved 6 figures. And here's the part I love about her story. She got a $1,400 customer in while she was at her son's ball game. Here's why that's important, because she didn't have to trade time for dollars. So I'm going to actually have her share real quick, because I just want you to borrow her hope. I really do. I want you to see if you are willing to learn something and apply something and plug in you won't even recognize your life if you're willing to do that. So let me find her real quick. And I would love her to share her story. And oh my gosh, she's so inspiring, by the way. Okay, Christina, do I see you? Okay, you should be able to unmute, my friend. Did I get the right one?
You hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello.
Well, congratulations. I had to say that in person, like to you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very surreal. It does not even feel real at all. So if you don't know my story, my name's Christina and I call myself the Hot Mess Express stay-at-home mom because that's literally just me. I am a regular, complete to the bone, regular stay-at-home mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom for about 15 years and I have had a side hustle after side hustle. I just wanted to help my husband pay the bills. I was trying my hardest on a side hustle. It was wasting my time and wasting my money. So a little over a year ago, I thought, well, if I wanted to really help my husband and get out of the hole, get out of the debt and help him get out of working weekends and nights, I had to go get a job. My kids were all at school. My husband's at work all day. So I'm like, really to myself thinking, what are you going to be when you grow up? Like, you've been a stay-at-home mom for 15 years. What are you going to do? I had done, before I got pregnant with my first son, I had done nursing school. I spent $30,000 on a nursing degree. I quit because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So my husband and I, we entertained the idea of me going back to nursing school or getting a job. I didn't want to do either one. I didn't want to be stuck in 14-hour shifts, working nights, holidays, and weekends, and the side hustles were killing me. I would literally work 14-hour days on cookies to make like $30 because of the cost of supplies and overhead. So never, ever, ever even entertained the idea of making money online. Like, it was never even, it did not even cross my mind, never thought it was possible. I didn't know anything about content creators, social media, none of that stuff. Randomly, I kept scrolling on Facebook and this lady popped up in my feed and she was talking about making money from her phone. And I'm like, what is this? Like, it seems a little too good to be true. She was making $900 milking her cows and homeschooling her kids. She had made like 50 grand her first year doing this. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if I could just make like $1,000, that would help my husband a whole lot. So I got the information, I jumped in. I was so nervous to tell my husband about this because I saw there was an investment and we were already strapped, like paycheck to paycheck. There was no extra. So I finally got the courage. I actually saw one of these webinars and I heard Daryl talking on it. And he said, if you are coachable and if you are consistent, there is literally no way you can't see at least some success in this program. I didn't know him. I'd never seen him before, but I believed him. I believed his conviction. So I went to my husband. I'm like, I want to do this, but it costs money and I'm just so nervous. And he was so skeptical. He had that mindset of, well, if you want money, you got to work a job. He didn't think this opportunity was something real. He thought it was maybe an MLM. And he said, of course, they want you to join Christina because they want your money. Like, he literally did not believe it. So jumped in. I decided, well, there's payment plans. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I just had a fire and a desire to change my life. Literally knew nothing about it. I jumped in. I followed Michelle's Launch to Profit training inside this program. And even though I had a payment plan going on with this program, I made my investment back in 2 weeks. Then a couple days later, another sale. So now I'm in profit mode and I was blown away because I had my little bacon business in my house, my side hustle, and there was so much overhead. There's no monthly fees or overhead here. And I was blown away by that alone. Jumped in, did it. And now, like, when I got inside this program, it never even crossed my brain. I saw that there were regular people making 6 figures doing this. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's cool. But like, that's not going to be me ever. Like, I literally it never entertained my brain. So when it happened 2 days ago, while I was at my son's baseball game, it's very surreal. Like, it just gives me goosebumps and just makes me like, I can't even believe it. This program, like, and it's not even just about the money, just the mindset shift. You turn into a totally different person. Like, you get surrounded by all these people that want to see you succeed and want to help you get better and just better at life. Like, it's like nothing else. Like, being able to have breathing room and pay off credit card debt. My husband and I, for 19 years that we've been together, we have always been in the hole and in credit card debt. My phone, just since the new year, has paid off all of our debt. As a stay-at-home mom working a couple hours a day from my phone. And all I literally do is I follow the steps. I literally follow the steps and I share my story. Your story can change so many people's lives. There are so many people going through the same situations that you're going through. And when you have your hands on this, like I said, I didn't think I was going to hit 6 figures. I didn't think I would be even having $4,000 days or $15,000 months. I was naive because I didn't know what I had my hands on. So I'm just telling you, you got to bet on yourself. You need to, if you need a change, you got to trust that there is better out there. You do not have to keep busting your butt at a job that does not care about your worth. They don't care if you have food to feed your family. They don't care about any of that. When you have your hands on something like this, it is yours. Nobody can take it from you. You can't be fired from it. And you could literally change your whole entire life with it. I believe it to the core. So I love sharing it. I'm passionate about it. I'm so thankful, Michelle, you created something where I could be home, and now I get to make more than a full-time income from my phone that everybody uses every single day. So I appreciate you. This community is amazing. I have so many friends and family in this community. It just gives me so much purpose outside of being a mom and a wife. And I'm so thankful. It's given me confidence. Like, it's just changed who I am completely to the core. And I love it. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate what you're doing right now too. Like, you are always making it better. Every single step of the way, you're like, well, this got to be fixed. And you're just doing it for us. Like, you give so much. So thank you.
Thank you. And what did your husband say?
He was shocked yesterday. He was like not super shocked, but when it happened, we just looked at each other, and it was just like a moment of like pause, like, how is this real? And then I got up, we were sitting in the stands at my son's baseball game, and I got up and I went to the dugout and I looked at my son. I called him over and I just said, guess what? And he immediately looked at me and he said, you hit 6 figures. And I was just like letting my son see that I'm building something instead of running around, missing out on their baseball games. Like, it can change your whole entire life, like to the core.
And your husband surprised you with balloons because you're number 129 in our community of 6-figure earners. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I just posted that in the community. I was on a live yesterday, right before I was so busy running around as mom, and I was out on my front porch just doing a live real quick. And he got out of his truck after work, and he had these massive 129 balloons, and he shared it with me. And it's just like, he didn't believe it at first. I'm telling you, it can change. It just can change so much. Like, and he's so proud. He's so excited. He could literally quit his job if he wanted to. Like, he could. That's the possibility what we're at right now. And that was never, because of this, it would have never happened. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. I get so emotional because stories like yours is why I created this program. It is. So thank you so much for sharing. Woo! So powerful, you guys. Wow. This is why we're here. This is why we're sharing this with you, because just like Christina said, if you're willing to plug in and if you're willing to have your own online business, you can have that, and you're going to learn exactly how. So let's break down the simple online business model. So to make money online, you only need 3 things: a valuable product or offer, a way to get customers, and a simple process for them to purchase. That's it. Don't complicate it more than that. When starting out, most people think they need dozens of things, but the core model is actually very simple. And so most people that are beginners or starting out, they often do it wrong because they're trying to do way too much. Too many platforms, too many ideas, too many strategies. And this is where most people get stuck. So then they try to learn and implement everything at once. If you can relate to what I just said, I have your solution today. It's not you. Okay, you just haven't been shown the right opportunity yet to do that, because most people, the business models fail people because they require endless direct messaging, phone calls, text messages, constant selling, and complicated tech setup. But the truth, you don't need more tasks on your plate. You need the right tasks that actually produce income. And that's what people haven't taught you until today. So here's what actually works for beginners. Successful beginners focus on one offer, one system, and a few simple daily actions. The people who succeed online don't do everything. I mean, you just heard what Christina said. She's literally been able to build 6 figures by using her phone in just a few hours a day, because we just focus on a small you're going to learn what we do in a small time each day. And with the right system, you can follow doing this in 2 hours a day. I just want you to imagine getting your income producing activities done in 2 hours a day and then living your life. Well, that's what we're going to be sharing with you. So here's the good news. You don't need a huge following. You don't need years of experience, and you don't need endless hours. A lot of people think you need a following. I was brand new to TikTok when I launched my business in the digital space. So you don't need any of this. And that's exactly what we're going to be sharing with you today, the clarity behind all of this. So what your day actually looks like. So most start with a few focused hours a day, and it's simple daily actions. Your daily actions are social media content or posting free ads. I personally love the free ads. You know why? Because I'm an introvert, and that was nice just to be able to copy and paste free ads and just go on with my day. And it's just about the consistency over time. So you are not required to sit by a computer all day. Most people start by 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, and 30 minutes here. But here's the real advantage. And that is you don't have to figure everything out alone. You have a complete community of support. You can follow a proven path and build momentum step by step. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, you can follow simple processes that are already working, and it's beginner friendly. So let's break down exactly how it works. And it's the 4 simple steps. It's the path to making money online. So step 1, you have to have a clear offer with 100% profit. You do not, in the digital space, you do not have to share your profits with anyone. And step 2, help people discover your offer. And then step 3, you want to automate it, because when you automate it, you do not have to trade time for dollars. And step 4, get coaching and mentorship to grow your business. Now, I don't want you to fear step 3. Okay, and I'm going to explain that here in a minute. So let's talk about the clear offer. When you start with one offer, that solves the problem. The most popular product, service, or programs out there solve a huge problem. And that is something that can change somebody's life or make a huge impact in somebody's life. And it's something that people want. When you have an offer that does that, it is easier to make money. And so one of the first things that you want to do is have that clear offer. But see, one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is they have too many things that they're trying to offer. Your next step, help people discover it. People need to discover the offer. We use social media. You guys know you can't go anywhere without seeing somebody on their phone. So we can show you how to create your brand new business account and use social media to attract customers to you, and our free ad strategy. I love the free ad strategy. Not only did it build my email list, did it build my customer base, you guys, but it built my YouTube because I put a YouTube video in it. So I was able to get monetized on YouTube because of the free ad strategy. And when people understand that you have a business and you have it automated, which we're going to go into step 2 or step 3, you do not have to spend hours convincing anybody to buy because we automate the entire process. And with the automations, this helps people learn how it works, understand the value, and get started. I have built a multi-million-dollar business and I've never heard the word no. Christina has just hit 6 figures and she's never heard the word no because we do not have to ask people to buy. This is exactly the system that we use. So it is this. We actually give people for free a Freedom Formula blueprint. Each and every one of you on here probably did get access to that blueprint. That's what we give people for free. It's exact steps that we follow. Then the moment they get that, they are sent a video and they're sent this in their email with that Freedom Formula blueprint. At any time, they can go right here and buy. And on your website, you can have multiple different programs on your website that people can purchase from. And I'm going to cover that with you in a minute. But I want you to imagine doing the things that you love, like Christina was at a ball game and you get a $1,400 customer, all because of your automated system. It does all the follow-up, the follow-through, and the work for you. Now, here's the cool part. It's pre-built and ready to go. All you're going to do is connect your payment gateways, so you're paid directly to your bank account, and all you're going to do is get a domain so you can brand you. It has no monthly expenses to run your automated system. You can build your business to 6 figures without any monthly expenses. Step 4, coaching and mentorship. You know, there is not one successful person on this planet that did it without coaching and mentorship. You look at professional players, they all have coaches, right? There's nobody that has had success by themselves. So you need to have the coaching and the mentorship, and you want the live support as well. So you can get your questions answered. I like this. She had a $900 day as with a busy life. She goes, I can still run my business 2 hours of work. This is what we absolutely love. Now, Paula here, you guys are actually going to hear from her today. I'm so excited for you to hear her story. But she used to do door dashing, and now she's having $1,400 days. But I want you to read what she said. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past 21 months is that I don't have to give all of my time away to make money. I'm going to have her come on and share that with you. So when you understand this simple flow, making money online stops feeling complicated. You just have a few things to focus on every single day. So are you thinking, okay, but how do I actually do this? Well, that's exactly why I want to introduce you to the Legacy Builders program, which gives you a clear offer to start. You can get up to 10 income streams immediately. And once inside the program, you can unlock more income streams. And I'll explain that. The system will be set up for you, and it explains everything for you. So you do not have to go find customers and explain anything. The automated system will do the work for you. And then training and mentorship to help you grow. The program is designed for people that have struggled in the past or beginners who want to start an online business without having to build everything themselves and without having to learn on their own. It plugs directly into a simple business model that we just talked about. So let me explain it. Clear offer, the Legacy Builders program, up to 10 income streams immediately. And then we use social media for people to discover your business or free ads. Matter of fact, let me ask this question. How many of you heard about this today? How did you hear about it? Was it on social media? Was it an email? How did you hear about this today? Right? How did you hear about it today? Social media? Yeah. A friend, social media, email, social media. Yeah, see, email, that's it. That's our system. Because once they get inside your done for you system, they receive an email. So that is exactly how it works. So what do we actually sell? Well, we sell digital programs. Here's why. No matter what you decide, you should want to sell something that's digital. Here's why. There's no risk. There's no inventory. It provides people with a real solution. There's no upfront cost. You make 100% profit. It unlocks a global business, and it's easier to reach income goals because you're not selling something and making $20. You can actually sell something and make $1,400 or even $900 or $600. Here's what else I love about this. It is one of the fastest growing industries, the e-learning industry, one of the fastest growing industries out there. You want to be part of something that is growing so fast, right? So why this makes it beginner friendly? Because you're not creating your own product. You're not building everything from scratch, and you're not trading time for dollars. You're sharing a proven program that's helping people globally. So what do? Let's just simplify this, right? You help people discover it using social media. And we help them understand it by you giving them free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint. And then we let the system do the rest of the work. I know you think it's more complicated than this, but it's not. Our automations work for you 24/7. You're not selling something random online. You're helping people discover a program that teaches them real skills. And I want you to imagine doing what you love, just like Christina did, and getting a notification on your phone that you made a $1,400 sale, even a $900 or $600. How would that feel? Now, I want to let you just understand this real quick, right? When you join the Legacy Builders program, I want you to understand exactly what you get. Step-by-step training. You learn the skills to start an online business, a proven system, a system designed to help you explain the program and guide people through the process. Social media marketing training. Learn how to attract people using platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even LinkedIn. We're actually having a LinkedIn training inside our program tomorrow from a LinkedIn expert and community support. Yes, you're in business for yourself because you are going to make 100% profit, but you're not in business by yourself. We build this together. And then you have a clear path to follow. Simple, proven steps so you always know what to focus on next. Now, inside the program, you'll develop skills to create even more income. You have the opportunity to learn affiliate marketing, TikTok shop. We have UGC and brand deal training dropping in there today or tomorrow, this week. Let's just say this week. Creating your own digital products, monetizing on social media, and building reoccurring income. Each and every one of you have reoccurring bills. Why not reoccurring income? So you're not just accessing income streams immediately, you're learning how to build them, and you're building multiple opportunities that can grow together. It's a beginner-friendly program to build online income for flexibility and freedom. And that is my goal for each and every one of you. Now, I want you to imagine now you have your own online business that's out there working for you. You've developed new digital skills. You're so proud of yourself, and you're building something of your own, and you're creating new income opportunities and creating an income online. So your legacy starts now, my friend. I want you to say yes to peace, purpose, and to profit. Our entire program is also in Spanish as well. So when you get started with the Legacy Builders Bundle Pack, it unlocks the AI TikTok Shop affiliate UGC brand deal, email marketing, attraction marketing training, but it also unlocks your entire program in 2 languages. That gives you a bigger global reach. Do you realize all you need is 22 customers to make 30K? 72 customers a year makes you 6 figures. Do the math. 72 times $1,400, which is only 6 customers a month. How many of you that would change your life? Actually, one of the questions that I love to ask people is, how many $1,400 customers would you need that would pay your rent or mortgage every month? That's what I love. I want your biggest expense to be covered by you getting a few customers each and every month. So what I want to do real quick is I want Paula to come on and share. She loves the affiliate partnership that she gets inside the program as well. But I want you to hear her story, and she has never shared before. So I'm so proud of her that she was willing to share, because she has such an amazing story, and hopefully her little one's around so I can wave at him. Paula, are you with me, my friend?
Yes, thank you. No, I told him, you shush. He's down the hallway, but you know what? I'm a mom. They're all floating around. They might come
Love it.
in.
We'll tell him hi.
I will. He was like, is Michelle going to be on?
Yeah, I love it.
So thank you so much for inviting me to share my story. I'm like, anyway, I'm honored to be here. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, so my nerves are just give me a second. I was the door dasher. Um, I was the door dashing single mom, and I was struggling and I was stressed out to the max. We were hustling. Um, I was aiming for 1,800 a month, bringing my kids with me because I was a homeschooling mom, and I was like, just doing the hustle. If you know what the hustle, 40 plus hours, not making ends meet, aiming for 18, and I was like at the limit. I couldn't go any higher. I couldn't make any more. And I was like, man. And then I shared this the other day in our community because it was the hardest thing to share, but it just, the relief that you get from knowing you don't have to check the bank every 2 seconds. I remember one day we either were coming in or we were leaving to go door dashing. And I sat down and I looked over at my son, and my son had duct taped the end of his shoe. All you moms dads, you know that feeling where you're like, man, this is stupid. I can't even afford a pair of shoes. That was the moment I was like, this is dumb. I have to do something, but I didn't know what. So I started praying. I started searching, and I was like, how the heck do you make money online? I'm looking for jobs. I'm looking for something that I can do. I don't have a degree. I don't have any fancy skills on paper. And I was like, man, I just kept doing what I could do. I just kept door dashing, kept praying, kept waiting. And then the worst thing that can happen to a door dasher, the absolute worst, I lost my transmission on my beloved black Suburban, my favorite vehicle. But anyways, I lost the transmission. And if you've ever lost a job, you know what that's like. Lost my job, lost my truck, and I was done. I was like, this is it. I'm done. Like, I can't figure this out. Don't know what to do. And the good thing is 2 days before I lost the truck and the job, I'm scrolling on TikTok looking for a laugh because that's all I ever did. I was like, I'm going to look for a laugh. And this girl pops up. She's talking about God. She's talking about homeschooling. And she was talking about boatloads. Well, man, I'm the skeptic. And I was like, oh, nope. I passed by the very thing that has been providing for me and my kids for 21 months. 21 months. And I scrolled past it. Man, don't do what I did. So 2 days later, I lost the truck. I lost the job. Guess who pops back up on my TikTok? And I'm like, this time I stopped. This time I was like, I'm just gonna, it's funny how your perception or your viewpoint can change like this. That girl popped up and I was like, I'm just gonna ask 3 questions. I'm just gonna ask. I say, do I need a degree? She was like, no. I go, can I work from home? Like, I didn't know if it was a job. I didn't know what it was. She was like, yeah, you can work at home. I said, okay. Number 3, do I have to pick up a phone? Because like I'm anti-phone. I got kids, they're loud. I'm gonna get fired. I can't do the phone. So she was like, no. I was like, what is this? Long story short, I didn't have to go looking for making money online because this was it. Like I didn't need 500 different ways to make money. I needed one. I needed one path, one way that works. I didn't have time. Listen, you got to know where I was. I had 4 kids in the house. I'm a mom of 5, 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults. But at the time, I had 4 in the house and I just needed something real, legit that works. And I didn't have time to go figure it out. So this was that. I followed it. I started it. I literally have made thousands a month since 2024, and I'm right where I want to be in my happy place. So I love this. I am forever, forever grateful because honestly, where would I be? Where would I be? So I'm sorry for crying. I'm so grateful and nervous. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh my goodness. Woo. I love your story, Paula. I do have a question.
Yeah,
What would you say to somebody that is on here right now that is just learning about this today? What piece of advice would you give them?
man, just start. You start scared, start nervous, start a skeptic. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself a shot at this because it changes the way you think. It changes the way you look at money. It changes the way I live. I can go sit outside. I was driving a remote control the other day out in the backyard because I can. Like, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Can I tell you, I don't have the stress that I had with birthdays. I was like, what do you want to do? You want this? You want that? You want this? Because I can. And that's like the biggest, it's a relief and it's excitement. It's not grudging the birthday. It's like, yes, we get to do what you get to do, what you want to do, not because money is not the limit. And I love that. I love that I'm not limited. My choices are not limited by money. So don't just go and do it. Go and do it like I did, scared.
And no
It
more duct
works.
tape on shoes.
Yes. I wish
Oh,
I saved them, but I didn't.
yeah. I'm so proud of you. I love watching your journey. It's, and your little man comes and waves during the videos and, during our trainings. And that's why I created this program, right? So we don't have to sacrifice time away from our families. So thank you so much for sharing your story. You touched all of us today, by the way, for sharing that. So thank you so much. Very powerful, my friend. Woo! That was powerful. This is exactly what this is about, you guys. Like, just like I love what you said, just do it. Just do it scared, right? So you're probably like, how do I get started? Well, you get started by getting back with the person that invited you. They sent you an email to get onto this webinar. Just scroll to the bottom of that email. There's a PS. But I'm going to break down the 5 different ways to get started. We have our Legacy Builders Bundle Pack. It's $1,400. You get to unlock all 10 income streams. We have our Legacy Builders program that unlocks 4 income streams. Okay. Or we have our Digital Mastery. You still get 3 income streams. Our Passive Daily Rate Blueprint, you still get 2 income streams, and our Launchpad, you still get 1 income stream. Wi-Fi programs, because we want to make sure that we have a program that fits everybody's goals, dreams, desires, and bank account as well. That is something that is so very important because we know everybody has different goals and dreams. Okay. So when you get started today, you're going to be able to get some additional bonuses. You get to be part of our amazing digital growth community where there's over 59,000 people inside of our community. You get a Canva crash course, how you can create content in Canva. You're going to get my blueprint of how to achieve, how I made my first million in 17 months, the 30-day market strategy plan, how to start your own business with master resale rights, and even 200 digital product ideas. So you can create your own product or service or program if you want as well. Also part of the bundle pack, you're going to get the most innovative AI training that just simplifies everything for you. And of course, you get the affiliate TikTok shop UGC brand deals training as well. So it's literally your one-stop shop. If you're ready to go all in, that's definitely the product for you. And most people have payment plans. You'll see them directly on the website. Now, what I want to do is I would love to have Celine come on and share. I know when Celine purchased the program, she actually purchased it to use for something else, to use the training. So, Celine, I would love for you to share.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me share. I don't share too often, but I love it when I get to. And I'm so grateful to you because how I met you was on TikTok. And I know I asked you a couple of questions, and I didn't know anything about TikTok, but I asked her a couple of questions. I wanted to know if what she was talking about was I could automate something, and she said yes. And could I learn it? Could I do it from home? And she said yes. And that's pretty much all I knew, to be honest with you. I didn't know the program was you could sell it, or I wasn't really looking for any of that. I was just looking to automate something that I was currently doing. And I didn't want to lose you. So because I didn't even know how the whole TikTok live thing works. So I just bought it right away. I was like, oh my God, I just need to buy this so I can find her again. And hopefully she'll send me an email and I'll find you. It was so crazy. And I remember just sitting there, I was like, this is my Christmas present. I'm just buying it for myself really quick. I don't want to lose her. So I bought it. And then I started communicating with you a little bit. And then I was on your lives. Then I heard you say you needed an assistant. And whoa, that was so cool. Then it just worked out to where I was able to become your assistant. So I love that. And still, I wasn't even thinking about selling or doing anything like that. I just kind of started working with you and I was excited about that. And then I just started seeing people, members after members just doing so good in the community. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I started really just delving into the program and starting to learn more about it. And then my husband lost his job. God. And then I was like, oh my God, my husband lost a job and I didn't make enough to pay all the bills. So then I was like, wow, I'm going to look at this program a little more, what I have my hands on, because I really didn't realize it. And being in corporate sales before, I never had 100% profit ever. I didn't even know that that existed. So I was like, oh my God, okay, I have this gold mine right here. I'm actually working for the creator. I can do this. So you started encouraging me and I started doing the program. I started getting everything set up and I was selling it. And then you started encouraging us with the community thing. That was what really, I don't know, the community was really changed my life for me. So you kept encouraging me. I was like, what am I going to do a community about? Like, I'm not the guru. And you were like, Celine, start a community. You are going to love it. And I did. Started it. It's been a year now. I've got about almost 430 members. I'm making money from my community. I'm making money from my legacy. I'm making money from other people's programs because I have like Wendy's program in there. I have your community builders program, and then I support them with those committees. So if they decide they want to get into learning YouTube, then I'm supporting them on YouTube and I'm making a commission off of that. So I'm like, I'm making it in 4 different ways right now, and it couldn't be more better. Like my life has totally changed. The person I become, the leadership. I have a leadership group, Michelle. It's crazy. I have a leadership. I've got my community. I've got like several ways of making income now. Several ways of making income. And then to top it off, being a part of your mastermind, your community builders, and all the things, the networking in there has been incredible. I will stay there forever just for the networking. That has been so huge. I mean, your training is amazing, but just the people that you're attracting and the friendships that I've made. I have so many really good friends now just from your just from your mastermind. Like we talk, we're like, hey girl, hey love, how's it going? Like, oh my God, it has been such an amazing ride for me, and I can't be more grateful to you. And I'm so glad you showed up on TikTok Live. I am so glad you showed up because I would have never. I even did a piece of content. I said how I a stranger changed my life on TikTok
That's good.
because my life has changed. Because Paula, I have to say too, I gotta throw this in there. I love you too, and I'm so glad I joined your community. You are amazing. I had never heard your story, but I mean, I'm in her community too, and I connected, and her and I were like, she's like, girl, you're in my community. So the community thing is my lifeline. I think that has been the greatest thing that I ever did, and I want to thank you for encouraging me. I've never worked for anybody that encouraged me to step out and do the things that I'm doing. That were always like, stay in your lane, don't do that. You don't need to think about that. You're not moving up, and you have done nothing but just encourage everybody, myself included, to just reach for the stars and do better and have amazing things. And you're just always there cheering us on. And I love you for that. I just love you. Thank you for everything you've done for me and my family as well.
Thank you. I do want to share something because you sold a lot of people the Legacy Builders program that already have an existing business that wanted to use some of the resources. So can you kind of share that a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
a
So
lot of people think the program is just for the resale rights, but there's so much more.
oh, so much more. So my sister, she has a daycare, and she did not know how to do the marketing. So when she bought the program, she's been marketing her daycare. She's actually expanded her daycare. She's gotten more families to come in because she's now changed it to more of an attraction marketing and a transformational marketing on her website, and all the things that she does for daycare. And then I have another sister who did it for her hair salon, and she used it to be able to market her hair salon. And then I had another gal who's a realtor, and she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So we have just the skills, the email. We didn't know how to do anything. We didn't know how to do email marketing. We didn't know how to do we didn't know anything about funnels, or I didn't know any of that verbiage. And I've been in corporate sales, high level, making really good money. And I thought I knew everything. And then I got into this program and I was like, oh my God, this. And now the stuff that we've learned, they are changing their lives with their businesses that they have. So I have a lot of business owners that just really love this program because they're learning. Oh, they took the funnel, the little funnel that you said they could take, and then they've put their website attached to it. They learned how to put their videos in there, and now they have their emails going through. Girl, it has changed their businesses. Their businesses are now making 10 times more money because they learned all these skills from Legacy Builder programs. So I can't even thank you enough. My family can't even thank you because I have family and friends that have just expounded their business because they've learned all these skills. So yeah, that was great. So
Thank you so
great.
much for sharing that, because I think it's important that people know that
Yeah.
there's so much more to it. I mean, you learn the skills to market a business in the digital world today, and we know the digital is
Yes.
not going anywhere. So thank you so much.
And the cool thing is you can sell it and nobody, like even my sister's, some of the hairstylist people said, "Hey, how did you learn this?" And she said, "Oh, my marketing program taught me." And they were like, "What's the marketing program?" So then they wanted to buy the marketing program from them. So it's just, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. So thank you for everything, Michelle. I love it.
Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, what a great story. So you guys, yeah, there's so much to the program that, we just, there's not enough hours for us to really share exactly what we all have here, but we have everything you need to simplify your business and equip you for success in the digital space. Now, again, to get started, get back with the person that shared this with you. They sent you an email. That's how you got here. Scroll down to the bottom of the email. There's a PS that will take you to their website. Scroll through their entire website. Look at all 5 of the programs, get the one that's best for you. Now, if you're on here right now and you're like, gosh, this sounds really, really good, but do I have enough time? So I want Amy to come on and share, because you guys, when she discovered this, she had 2 jobs. So Amy, I'm going to let you take it away.
Yeah, thank you. Gosh, I don't know if I can beat these other testimonials. My gosh, you guys got me laughing, crying. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow, wow. I'm just grateful to be a part of it, Almost 3 years in, just shy of 3 years. And when Paula said life-changing, she was not kidding. When Michelle was talking about just, stepping outside of the box and just doing something different, those kind of things I never imagined. I was a divorced single mom of 3 kids. And I was getting no financial help anywhere from anybody. One job is not, guys, I made good money, very good money, but it's never enough. I don't care who you are, it's never enough. And so I got a second job. 3 years straight, 18 hours a day, 70 plus hours a week. And the very thing I got the job for was to be able to give my kids more, but now I took the time away from them. Sacrifice constantly. But the biggest thing I think for me is I was at that place in my life. I was 49 and I was so disappointed that I was there. And I kept looking at my kids going, how can I fix this? How can I change this? And, like many of us, we want to give everything to them, but I think more than anything, they need time. They want the time. And I was hopeless. I was helpless. I really, and I too came across Michelle and I went, yeah, right. The only reason I'm even on TikTok is because my daughter put me there. I had no time working 70 hours a week, right? I had no extra money. I'm a single mom. I had no social media skills whatsoever. And I didn't even know how to market anything. I was in the trucking industry for over 20 years. That's what I could move a truck in my sleep, but not market. No way. Right. So when I seen a single mom walking away and getting time back with her kids, it gave me that hope that I needed. But I'm just like everybody else. I can't do something like this. Me? I don't even know anything about social media. There's no way. My kids were laughing at me when I told them about it. They're like, yeah, right. You don't even know what the plus sign on the TikTok's for. What are you kidding me? And they're always, but my kids were very hopeful because they seen the excitement in me. And they had not seen that because their mom had lost purpose. Their mom had lost hope. And they knew it. We didn't talk about that, right? And when I found this, against all odds, working 70 hours a week, no extra time, no knowledge of any of even how the online world even worked. I said, I'm doing this. I'm going to find my purpose again. I'm going to learn about social media. And I'm going to give my kids the one thing they need more than anything, time. I'm going to give them their mom, their real mom, not the working mom, the mom that's just passing them in the hallway on to the next job. And because of this program, in just 10 and a half weeks, I was able to walk away from both of those jobs. That was 2.5 years ago. And because of this program and this community, right, that Michelle's created, I have been able to build a business online. I've been able to learn about social media and marketing and to help other people. I want to scream it from the rooftops. No more hustle, no more grind. Be there for yourself, be there for your family. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's all we really want. All of us. But you got to give yourself that hope. You got to believe in yourself again, no matter where you're at. And once you do that, we're going to help you. And you're going to get that step-by-step instruction of exactly what to do. And then you have this amazing community. And I've said it since day one. I would never have been able to earn multiple six figures online if I did not have this community. I'm just telling you, if you're listening, quit making excuses. I can't, I don't, I this, that, the other, because those are the excuses that have kept you where you are right now. They kept me stuck. Just do it. Believe in yourself again. Get your time back. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing and love your story. You guys, let her be your hope dealer of those of you like, I don't have enough time. Just borrow Amy's hope and belief of what she did. You guys, she was able to walk away from both jobs, what, 6 figures in 9 months?
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. So very proud of you.
Truly, truly. Thank you.
You guys get back with the person that shared this with you. Again, go to the email, scroll to the bottom to PS. They sent you their website. Click on it, scroll through the entire website, look at all the programs, get the one that's best for you. And the moment you purchase that, it's a one-time investment for the program and then a one-time investment for your website fee. That gives you immediate access to a done-for-you system. You're just going to get your own domain and connect your payment gateways, just like you connect a bank account, right? It's that simple. And you'll be up and going in business. And make sure once you get inside the community, introduce yourself. Let us know who inspired you.